Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rio Ferddinansya from Ciawi First High School, Bogor, and I'm here as the first speaker of the opposing side. But first, let me give an honor to the adjudicators, to the chairman, to the timekeeper, as well as the government side. I would like to tell you the motion now is that how parents should direct their kids through their interests on this context of changing world. On this changing world, where creativity is being pushed to its unknown limit, where many people are interested in career paths such as content creator, art designer, software engineer, and etc. People and what we mean is a lot of people, especially the younger generation, the millennials, will be faced with more competition. How many people have failed on pursuing their dreams? Taking this path is risky, very risky, especially when their parents are opposing it. I've seen a lot of cases where many people are married without their parents' approval, thinking that this is the best for them. And at the end of the day, they regret it. Knowing how hard society could be and how difficult of making money, especially when they already have kids. This is only one of the example on how things could come towards something unwanted from being selfish. Therefore, we would like to tell and explain some arguments. Pushing something as a parent, they're highly pushing something as a parent to kids, obviously, to their highly interests. It's good, and I think it should, but ignoring about education and saying that it's okay to not to choose for higher education is wrong. Why? Because education is important. Although you already being a successful man, learning is blind but age. You could go to school although you're 40, meaning that education and knowledge is timeless, as well as essential. Therefore, they shouldn't be egoistically saying that reaching higher education is a waste of time. And I've seen a case as well where a celebrity is saying something offensive to Pancasila by Zaskia Gotik. Zaskia Gotik only graduated from elementary school, meaning that she doesn't learn moral enough. We don't want our kids to be rich and unmoral. And as we may already seen, some rich men are the villain in many superhero stories. Creativity is not the only thing that we need in order to achieve successfulness, but it also took hard work and obviously money. Being an artist or having a certain technology skill is still questionably about the income. I've seen about how competitive it is being an artist in Japan, knowing a lot of Japanese people, especially the younger generations, are outstandingly talented in art. Their skills are just outstanding. If they don't work hard enough or being creative enough, it is going to be hardly difficult for them to success. One of the example is that drawing. A lot of Japanese young generation are good at drawing, therefore the competitions are just so difficult there, as well as music. For example, piano, violin, or making their own music. It is going to be hard because of the competition, because a lot of people are so creative today's, meaning that and also their job could be exhausting. Also, one of the jobs that require an artist skill is animator. We've seen a lot of cases about being an animator is unwell paid, knowing how exhausting could be their job. Also, meaning some of them are actually working overwork, but they still don't get paid enough. So this is quite unfair, right? Also, not just about art. Technology is moving faster and faster these days, and we know that ideas and inventions are coming every single day. Robots, computers, software, they are developing each day. It is going to be extremely difficult for a lot of people to compete. Competing is fine, there's nothing wrong about that. But we just want to tell and explain really well that it's going to be tough out there. And you better be prepared. We're not trying to scare anyone here. We only want people to understand so they could choose the right path. As for the parents, where they should direct their kids, it's correct, that's right. But what we meant by directing is by showing them about the cruel part of their path. They don't do it to lock their mind, but to open their eyes. Showing them the truth about how hard the path they will take, and ask them if they're ready to face it. If they are, then it's better to get them work. But if not, it's better to educate them and direct them, like I said before. We shouldn't act reckless by thinking that we know about something but we are not. People tend to be blinded by saying, I know what I am, or I know what I'm doing. That is utterly selfish, and when they let their ego take over, they will be brave enough to act by themselves and come out as well, because realization will come at the end. Thank you.